On the 19th, crews continuing to fight a massive brush fire that has scorched thousands of acres. But this is proving to be an uphill battle.
Winds of change shifting again, sending all that smoke we saw today south. Plus, more cool temperatures across South Florida. We have 19 covered.
Surveillance video capturing a horrifying hit that claimed a woman's life and left her husband fighting for his. The suspected drunk driver behind bars. Triple tragedy. Police making a shocking discovery inside a South Florida home. President Trump signing an executive order aimed at shutting down the Department of Education. And a historic announcement that'll change the future of television and news in South Florida, sure to make Channel 7 even stronger than it is now.
A new at 10 tonight, a supermarket employee is sucker punched in an alarming attack. The victim is talking to the night team. Hello and welcome. I'm Craig Stevens.
I'm Balkis Naray. The news at 10 starts right now.
This is 7 News at 10.
Smoky skies across South Florida again today as crews try to contain a growing brush fire in South Miami-Dade. Hello again, everyone. That fire burning for more than a week already, scorching tens of thousands of acres.
But the battle to put it out is proving to be a real difficult one. The night team's Gail Levy is in Florida City for us right now. Gail.
Yeah, Craig, this has been an ongoing all-day battle for crews to put these flames out. Right now, we know it's currently burned 25,000 acres and it's 30% contained. But crews hope with some help on the way, they'll be able to put the fire out soon. The South Miami-Dade blaze continues on. This view from 7 Skyforce showing us some of the latest in the firefight.
This is a plume of smoke that we've been following. They were following it on radar. They were following it on satellite.
Underneath that plume, tens of thousands of acres of charred land. Drivers getting a close-up view of the intense fight as helicopters continue to drop more water on the fierce flames. Florida Forest Service says more help is on the way.
We ordered a couple of strike teams of engines from Central and North Florida.
But Ludi Bond with the Forest Service says what makes this fire so challenging is the winds constantly changing.
We've had northeast and then southwest, and then it's going to move again.
That's just one of the many battles helicopter pilots have to fight as well.
Smoke in the area, decreased visibility, other units operating in the area, congested flight paths, other aircraft that we have to watch out for.
And drivers have had to watch out for each other on congested roads.
All these cars that you see here on US 1 going into the Keys there were all parked at the gas stations and the Waffle House.
US 1 shut down for many hours due to smoky conditions. But around 5:30 p.m., the road opening back up, allowing people to ease down the 18-mile stretch toward the Keys.
It hasn't been that bad running into traffic here and there. Obviously, we see the fire on the side of the road, but it hasn't been bad.
Despite the large area burning, no homes or businesses are in danger, but crews battling the blaze are still asking people to prepare for the worst.
Now is the time in these windy, dry conditions. Clean combustibles, move them away from your house, clean off your gutters and roofs, and stay tuned to your county's alert system.
Now, the NASCAR Cup Series event at the Homestead Speedway is still expected to go on as scheduled, but the Florida Forest Service is asking folks to not do one thing, and that would be to fly drones over the smoke and the flames as this impacts their ability to fight the fire. For now, live in Florida City, Gail Levy, 7 News Night Team.
Well, strong winds sent smoke up into the metro parts of Miami-Dade for much of the day, but an incoming front could send the smoke away tomorrow. Night Team coverage continues with Chief Meteorologist Phil Farrow now. Phil?
Hi, good evening, everyone. Indeed, this evening, the smoke is getting pushed out into Biscayne Bay and the coastal waters. But by tomorrow, after the front goes through, the wind coming in out of the north will start to push some of that smoke into the upper Keys. But take a look at what happens later in the day. The winds shift again, and all that smoke gets sent right back into interior portions of Miami-Dade County. We will be following that very carefully. Now, the brush fire warning that had been in place was canceled and replaced with a brush fire watch for tomorrow through 7 p.m. for the Tri-County area. Now, conditions could become favorable for grass fires to develop, and that's the big difference between a brush fire warning and a watch. The warning means that conditions are present, whereas a watch reflects the possibility of those conditions popping back up into place. And boy, we could definitely use some rain. Take a look at the drought monitor updated today, where the fire is out, moderate drought status, but the rest of Miami-Dade and Broward counties looking at severe drought conditions. We're going to have a lot more on this a little bit later on in weather.
All righty, Phil.
Well, smoke from the brush fire affecting people in communities far from where it's burning.
Night team coverage continues with Joe Rotes. He's in Miami. Joe.
And Craig, we are miles away from that fire, but plenty of people that we've spoken with throughout the day say they can smell the smoke in the air. If you're sensitive to that, well, one doctor we spoke with say there are some simple things you can do to mitigate the effects. A beautiful, breezy night in Miami bringing out the crowds, and some are sensing a difference.
Honestly, like a little bit. Yeah, I could tell a difference.
I heard about it.
A burning smell, and it's not the fire dancer by Biscayne Bay, but rather a fire raging out of control miles away in South Miami-Dade, sending ashes drifting through parts of South Florida. As the winds continue shifting, smoke has been sent north.
I do smell the smoke.
Near Kendall, there isn't just smog in the air, but ash falling onto cars. Faint, but you can see some of it on this window.
See white things in the air.
Closer to Homestead, the smoke is unavoidable. Fire crews are hard at work putting out those flames. Ira Sima Guzman, who lives in Pinecrest, says she's been trying to avoid that smoke wafting through her neighborhood.
It's bad. Everyone is getting sick.
So what can you do to lessen the effects?
A nice filter, a fresh filter, will help filter those particulates that have entered or may enter the household.
Dr. Carlos Peña Herrera, a physician at Baptist Health, adds wearing a mask, like many did during COVID, can come in handy.
Simple masks and N95 masks are a great barrier to help protect our airways from that particulate that we would be exposed to in the outdoor setting.
When running your air conditioner in your home or your car, set it to recirculate mode to help keep the smoke out.
Hope it doesn't get to my house.
And of course, the easiest thing you can do here, he says, is stay hydrated. And if you are sensitive to smoke in the air, you can stay inside, keep your windows closed. We're live in Miami. Joe Rotes, 7 News, Night Team.
New here at 10 o'clock, an alarming attack outside a supermarket. An employee sucker punched. The Night Team's Sheldon Fox is live at Miami Gardens Police Headquarters with this. Sheldon.
Belkis, the cops are looking to know who the coward is that sucker punched somebody in Miami Gardens, not far from where we are now at the Miami Gardens Police Department. It was at a grocery store. We can show this to you right now with the video, the surveillance video. It is violent. We are warning you. You think your day at work was bad? Last Saturday was especially bad for this supermarket worker. While collecting shopping carts and bringing them to the front of the store, that worker is socked in the face, sucker punched by the guy in the gray hooded sweatshirt. I want to show you a different angle here. We zoomed in, a more zoomed in look here. 67-year-old Miami Gardens Price Choice employee Carlton Samuels takes a right haymaker to the face while on the job. He and the shopping carts went down, and the bad guy, well, he got going. Here's the good news. Samuels is tough, back on the job, and talking to 7 News. Listen.
What happened? You were putting the carts up?
Yes, I put in the carts, and he come and give me 1 lick and run off.
You ever seen him before?
Yes, I know him. When time he come here, I know him.
Oh, you know he comes here often?
Yes, they come here.
What made him do that? Do you know?
I don't know what made him do that. He hit me here.
Where did he hit you? In the head?
Yeah, here.
You have a mark? Yeah, I see a mark on there.
Yeah.
But as long as you're okay?
Yes, I'm okay.
This is the guy?
Yes, this is the guy.
Looking at that wanted flyer on the inside of that supermarket. It happened outside the Price Choice on the 15th, so last Saturday, just before 9 o'clock. And the address is 18351 Northwest 27th Avenue. Anybody with information on this, who this coward could be who's out in the street right now, urge to call Crime Stoppers or the Miami Gardens Police Department. It's where we're live tonight. Sheldon Fox, 7 News 19.
And now on the night team, a deadly drive that took the life of a woman and sent her husband to the hospital. The accused drunk driver did not stop. Now she's behind bars. And the night team's Nicole Ensalada is reporting from Pompano Beach tonight. Nicole.
Well, Craig, it happened on a night much like tonight here in Pompano Beach. A lot of pedestrians, a lot of people out and about, a good amount of traffic as well. But as this video shows, you can see what can happen in a split second when the person behind the wheel, as prosecutors allege in this case, had been drinking.
Friday night, March 7th, the corner of East Atlantic Boulevard and North Pompano Beach Boulevard. Folks out walking, a crowd lingers in front of the pub on the corner. At the top of your screen, you see headlights. It's a pickup headed north. And down at the bottom, Sal and Patricia Marciante. They're walking arm in arm across the street. Both in their 70s, they've been married 54 years. They'd almost made it across as the truck continues north. But then it turns and appears to speed up, and they are hit.
Very fast. I mean, I believe that police officers didn't even have the chance to follow them up because she was gone all of a sudden.
It appears she even runs over the victims after hitting them, and you can see that Tacoma drive away. Deputies say they located the driver, Ashley Nicole Bowman, shortly afterward. But back on the corner, the video shows bystanders rushing to help, even diverting traffic, as they gathered around Sal Marciante, who'd fallen closer to the median, and Patricia, still in the roadway. Some helping simply by using their cell phone lights before paramedics arrived. Sal would survive, his wife would not. Investigators say Ashley Bowman was drunk.
When you see somebody doesn't take responsibility for their actions, that's difficult.
In the days following the crash, Sal, with a brain bleed and broken bones, did not know his wife had died.
She ran over a human being twice.
His brother Antonio appeared in court to argue Bowman needs to stay in jail while awaiting trial. The video shows the Tacoma heading west after the impact, and deputies found her just a few miles away.
Based on your interactions with her, do you believe that the woman was impaired by alcohol?
Yes. In just a few days, 2 weeks after this moment that her brother-in-law says destroyed a family, Patricia Marciante's loved ones will say their final goodbyes.
She was just an incredible person. A mother, grandmother, my brother's best friend. They're inseparable.
And her funeral services are expected to be held on Sunday and Monday, and her husband will be having yet another surgical procedure next week. Reporting live in Pompano Beach tonight, Nicole Ensalada, 7 News 19.
Nicole, thanks. A woman and a small child are safe after a watery wreck. BSO and fire rescue called to a Lauderdale Lakes Canal at North State Road 7 and West Oakland Park Boulevard after a sedan ended up in the canal. A deputy dove in and got them both out. The car was eventually hoisted out of the water. The two victims were shaken up but not hurt.
Also in the news now, horror at home. Police say a man shot and killed his wife and son before turning that gun on himself. And the team's Maricela Burgos is in Pompano Beach tonight with the story for us. Maricela.
Craig, this is absolutely tragic. That double murder-suicide happened right there behind me inside that home. And people who knew this family say they're shocked. People who were neighbors say they also didn't know what was going on.
It's shocking. I don't understand it. I hope we can make sense of it.
Anita Horton has known the Sheridan family for more than 30 years. On Thursday, she left flowers on their front lawn, remembering the family she knew. Not what deputies say tragically happened inside their home.
I want them to be remembered as wonderful, kind, Christian people.
Authorities say 80-year-old James Sheridan shot and killed his wife and son before turning the gun on himself.
That's what they're saying now, and it doesn't make sense to me. I don't understand why.
Neighbors say the family had been renting their Pompano Beach home for about a year.
He was very, very friendly, and no indication whatsoever that he would be capable of something like that at all. So, just a shock.
Broward County investigators responded to the home to do a welfare check Wednesday night. They say they became worried when they saw 2 cars parked in the driveway and mail spilling out of the mailbox. When no one answered the front door, they forced their way inside and found 3 people dead.
Who knows what happened in there, but you know, obviously he needed help, and no one really knew that he needed some sort of help. So you never know what's going on in someone's head, what's going on in their life.
Neighbors say they hadn't seen the family for about a week. They want to know what led up to the double murder-suicide. Friends want those answers as well.
I just want people to know that she was one of the most amazing people. She had the biggest heart, and we're going to miss her.
This is obviously very difficult for the people who knew this family. We're still waiting for information from the Sheriff's Department to figure out what happened here with this double murder-suicide. The Sheriff's Office is still investigating this case. Live in Pompano Beach, Maricela Burgos, 7 News 19.
Maricela, thanks. A man accused of a sickening crime at a Brickell apartment complex has been arrested. Police tracking down Ismael Aburto. The 21-year-old is charged with indecent exposure as well as battery, burglary, and stalking. Cops say he exposed himself to 2 women at Mazion Brickell earlier this month. Weeks later, they say he attacked a woman walking her dog.
The president signed an executive order at the White House meant to dismiss, if you will, the Department of Education. It's a move he's been promising since he was out on the campaign trail.
But closing the book on the department will require more than just his signature. The Night Team's Jack Royer live in the Satellite Center with this. Jack.
And congressional Republicans tonight are already preparing legislation to officially shut down the Department of Education. Of course, they control both chambers of Congress, but the president's action today set the table to achieve a longtime goal of Republicans and President Trump himself.
Let's use that same pen.
Surrounded by school children, President Trump signed an executive order aimed at dismantling the U.S. Department of Education.
And it sounds strange, doesn't it? Department of Education, we're going to eliminate it, and everybody knows it's right. And the Democrats know it's right, and I hope they're going to be voting for it because ultimately it may come before them, but everybody knows it's right. And we have to get our children educated.
While shutting it down requires an act of Congress, the president's pen effectively kneecaps the organization by slashing staff and reducing its power. Florida Governor Ron DeSantis in attendance for the event.
Governor Ron DeSantis, thank you very much, Ron.
He hopes the agency's diminished role will cut more red tape.
So we're having to do all these fights for no reason. Take the money, and the president made the point today, you can do a fraction of the money, send it to us. The dollars will go farther because we're cutting out the bureaucracy.
For years, Trump has criticized the department as wasteful and, in his eyes, filled with liberal ideology. Education Secretary Linda McMahon, who Trump hopes will be the last person to hold that job, saying she wants states to have education funding free of federal government intervention.
Governors would always like to see funding without any strings attached. But that is the goal of the president, too, is to have as few strings and regulation as possible. He wants to improve education for children. He wants to get those dollars, even more dollars, back to the states without the bureaucracy of Washington. So that's our plan. That's our goal.
But the move comes with sharp criticism from Democrats.
The worst possible decision for our children.
Florida Congresswoman Debbie Wasserman Schultz says the order puts much needed federal funding at risk.
First of all, it's unlawful. Second of all, it would really devastate the lives of children like this who are vulnerable.
Among other things, the Department of Education distributes funding to schools across the country in low-income areas and supports programs to help ensure all students have what they need to get an equitable education.
We are concerned.
The Miami-Dade Teachers Union also concerned about the move.
We know that the funds that we have for this year are already set, but what's happening is a domino effect that will impact longitudinally what is going to happen in the access that our kids are going to have to really high-level programs.
The executive order he signed today is likely to get tied up in many legal challenges, and members of Congress on both sides of the aisle have said that closing the department cannot move forward without their approval. Live in the Satellite Center, Jack Royer, 7 News Night Team.
Well, we've got some blockbuster news to share with you tonight, and it involves us here at Channel 7.
It does. It's a just-announced deal that means soon you'll find both Fox and ABC programming right here.
You're going to Hollywood!
You love love shows like American Idol.
I'm 110% ready to fall in love.
And The Bachelor. There will soon be a new place to watch them.
WSVN TV is excited to announce that on August 4th, we will also air ABC on 7.2.
Beginning August 4th, all of your favorite ABC shows will be moving to a new channel.
Channel 7 has been in our community for so many years, working hard, trying to serve the community, serve the people, and being locally owned and 3 generations of the Anson family committed to our community. I think when it comes to ABC looking for another partner, I think we were definitely a good choice for them.
Station executives say the move will make WSVN even stronger than it is now.
We're so proud of the people that work so hard at Channel 7 every single day to bring the community the news and information that they need and want, and to be able to do that with Fox and be able to do that with ABC is going to be fantastic for us.
7 News is the news station in South Florida, providing 12.5 hours of local news every weekday. Now, viewers will also find ABC's top-rated national news programs like World News Tonight with David Muir.
Good morning, America, for our viewers in the West.
Good Morning America and 2020. While this is a seismic change in South Florida's television landscape, one thing remains the same: WSVN's commitment to the very best in local and national television programming.
7 News.
I know there's a lot to absorb there, so again, you're not going to lose any of your favorite Fox or ABC shows. You'll find them here, Channel 7, 7.2. A lot of you are still confused, we understand, so we plan a major marketing campaign to get everybody up to speed on the switch over the next few weeks. Again, it happens in early August. You'll find everything you want right here.
It's going to work out. You're going to get used to it. It's going to be great, we promise. Still ahead here from the night team. The Coast Guard making a big bust at sea. We'll have a look at the pricey drugs they seized.
A Coral Reef senior high school graduate is now a Marine corporal, and she just got honored in a big way.
Stephanie is somebody who is very driven, very loyal, very committed. She's a go-getter.
And she's in our 7th spotlight.
Also, a basketball team left stranded in the snow. How an unlikely hero came to their rescue.
Now at Rick Case, your dollar goes twice as far.
Rick Case is the place. During the Hyundai Getaway Sales Event at Rick Case, we'll double your down payment, or double your trade-in value, or we'll double your tax refund, up to a total of $10,000. Buy a new Hyundai with 0% financing or no payments for 90 days. Plus, get in and out of the dealership fast. And only Rick Case doubles your factory warranty.
One dealer doubles your down payment.
Rick Case is the place. Rick Case Hyundai, I-75 or 441.
The old me was stuck in the daily grind. My routine didn't allow for any self-expression. I found clay, and that changed everything. I realized my calling was to give others the space to be creative, to build something. And that's how Clayton was born. Having a Chase Ink card has allowed us to grow and bring people together. There's a creative side in all of us. That's what I hope people come here to find.
Earn up to 5% cash back on business essentials with the Chase Ink Business Cash Card from Chase for Business. Make more of what's yours.
Show your home some springtime love during the Bears Spring Fling Sale. Save 40% plus an extra 10% off store-wide, including bedrooms, living rooms, dining rooms, and more. Get great spring values and designs like this coastal-style dining table for $13.98 or this sophisticated queen bed for only $9.98. Plus, save 10% on brands that rarely go on sale, like American Leather Comfort Sleepers, sofa beds that cradle your guest in infinite comfort. Save store-wide at the Spring Fling Sale, exclusively yours at Bears.
Looking for your next perfect ride and a ton of added benefits? Look no further than Brickell Honda, right in the heart of Miami. Enjoy the convenience of free pickup and delivery for sales and service, and 2 years of complimentary maintenance, so you'll save thousands. Plus our price protection promise, our best price by $500 guaranteed. Come discover why South Florida drivers choose Brickell Honda, or find your next ride online today at brickellhonda.com.
The Coast Guard stopping some smugglers at sea and seizing millions of dollars worth of drugs. This big bust, part of a months-long mission.
Now, officials are showing off what they confiscated. Here's the night team's Brandon Byer.
45,000 pounds of cocaine unloaded at Port Everglades Thursday morning. Narcotics confiscated at sea by the U.S. Coast Guard over the past 4 months. That's $500 million worth of drugs that'll never hit the streets. It's a big enough deal to bring the new director of Homeland Security to town.
That means that fewer families are going to be torn apart by addiction, that fewer lives are going to be lost to overdoses, that communities will be safer.
The crew of the U.S. Coast Guard Cutter Stone says goodbye to their families while the rest of us celebrate the holidays.
I know some crew members had Thanksgiving on Thursday and Santa Claus came on Friday, and they reported to the cutter on Saturday. That's how long we've been away from our families.
Then they spend 4 months on the ocean chasing bad guys.
We can't show you the dangers of flying a nighttime sortie with zero illumination on drug traffickers that are trying to flee prosecution.
They caught nearly 36 of them on their last mission, but the Coast Guard says there's more out there and warned they won't stop chasing.
Our message to these cartels is this: we own the sea, not you. We will find you out there and we will take you down before you reach our border.
And now the crew of the U.S. Coast Guard Cutter Stone headed home after 4 months to be with their families. We're at Port Everglades. Brandon Byer, 7 News 19.
Well, next up here on South Florida's 19 tonight, a scare on the road for a Texas driver when this crashes through his windshield.
And a man opening his home to an entire basketball team that ran into a snow delay on the way to a tournament.
Hi, everybody. What a day in sports. Later in the show, we're talking Panthers, college hoops, and baseball, plus a special ceremony for two of the best prep hoopers to ever play in Dade County. I'm Josh Moser. Stick and stay for sports.
Fast and reliable solutions from Comcast Business can help turn your business into a reliably up and running, cyber securing, performance boosting, storm preparing, reliably connected modern business. Powering the engine of modern business, powering possibilities.
Get started for $69 a month for 24 months and ask how to get free installation. Plus, find out how to get a $500 prepaid card on a qualifying gig bundle. Call today.
An MSC cruise isn't just a vacation, it's a holiday full of European style
and all the things Americans love too. Come on, Bloom.
There are a ton of football matches.
Games, football games. Woo! You ready for some adrenaline?
I was born ready. How high is that?
So high.
Privacy.
Privacy.
Gelato.
Froyo.
Architecture.
Sharkitecture.
That is a big hat.
It's American. Of course it's big.
What a vacation.
Don't you mean holiday?
My bad.
We should stop now.
Yeah.
Everybody likes choices. Ford F-150 gives you plenty to pick from. Choose from the towing power of gas, hybrid versatility, or the unmatched capability of the all-electric F-150 Lightning. The choice and the power is all yours.
Now lease a 2024 Ford F-150 for just $266 a month. Only at your local Ford dealer.
Ford F-150, perfect for South Florida.
And nobody else could. I know you did. And I want everybody to know, but I still got that old time feeling for you. We had a love. Yes, we did.
Join us in celebrating 70 years in the U.S. and get exclusive offers on select new Volvo models.
Women's basketball team on their way to a tournament when a blizzard left them stranded in the snow. Now, lucky for them, they'd end up crossing paths with a kind stranger.
It would lead to a sweet assist off the court. Winter weather left the women's basketball team from Indiana Tech in Fort Wayne stranded on the interstate in Iowa.
One of the officers kind of flagged us down. We'd stopped at McDonald's, pulled in there, and obviously there's no power or anything. And he was going to take us to the local high school, but obviously no power, no heat.
But an unlikely hero, former County Sheriff Jeff Pratt, came to their rescue.
I would do it for anybody, but especially women's basketball. You know, I coach at West Monona. I'm very proud of that basketball team. And now I got a new team to cheer for.
Players say they never expected any of this to be a part of their tournament journey.
Traveling to across the country and just
this freak accident happening, and his family had no doubt to take us into their home.
Pratt's home losing power, but his neighbors also stepping up to help.
I've got great neighbors. They've helped make food, and they're making food for supper tonight. And so we're just hoping to keep them safe until they can get up there and, compete well.
The team hanging out at Pratt's home until they can safely make it to Sioux City. But in the meantime,
If I had to guess, I would say naps. Naps and then more card games. They've supplied us with plenty of cards, so we can definitely make something with that.
That's great. Indiana Tech has a little more time to rest up and focus. Their first tournament game is set for tomorrow.
Close call for a Texas driver when a huge piece of metal pierced his windshield. The mechanic was test driving the Jeep when that metal plate broke through the window on the passenger side of the car. Luckily, he was alone.
The 18-wheeler ran over a discarded piece of running board from another vehicle. The running board subsequently flipped up in the air and came down. Had there been a passenger, I'm afraid they might have been severely injured, if not worse.
Mechanic wasn't hurt, and the repair shop went ahead and replaced that windshield for him.
Well, so to come here tonight, a Marine from Miami-Dade recognized with a prestigious honor.
This corporal is out front and center in our 7 spotlight.
All right, we are looking for some rainfall here across South Florida. Typical rain chances run between 10 and 30%. We're going to be bone dry through the weekend. Our next best chance for some showers will be Tuesday. We'll have a lot more coming up in just a few minutes.
Hourly forecasts, live radar, and the 7 Weather blog. Tap the 7 Weather app. Just search WSVN in your app store. Sponsored by Estrella Insurance.
Get a great deal on a powerful Ram Heavy Duty or Ram 1500 Motor Trend's 2025 Truck of the Year.
Right now, during Ram Truck Month, well-qualified current FCA lessees can lease the 2025 Ram 1500 Bighorn Quad Cab for $369 a month. See your South Florida Ram dealer today.
Join the circle of life at the Lion King. Now on stage at the Broward Center through March 30th.
Step into a new adventure. The door is open. The cargo space is ready. The destination is already set. This is your invitation to step into Lexus. Get offers on select models at the Invitation to Lexus sales event.
Get special offers on select Lexus RX models. If you're looking for unmatched style, performance, and luxury, it's the Invitation to Lexus sales event at JM Lexus. Save up to $2,000 with no dealer fee. We have an A+ rating from the Better Business Bureau, a nearly perfect Google rating with over 21,000 customer reviews, and we're a J.D. Power Dealer of Excellence, plus a Cars.com Dealer of the Year. Don't miss your invitation to amazing.
When you think Lexus, think JM Lexus.
During the Rooms to Go Patio Anniversary Sale, you've got it made in the shade. The free umbrella offer is back. Shop outdoor dining sets and get a free umbrella. Shop outdoor seating and the umbrella is free. From the pool to the patio, buy any outdoor set starting at $9.99, get the umbrella free. With a giant inventory of patio furniture in stock, we can deliver fast. Don't wait. Shop this incredible selection today and get a free umbrella during the Rooms to Go Patio Anniversary Sale.
Get a great deal on a powerful Ram Heavy Duty or Ram 1500 Motor Trend's 2025 Truck of the Year.
Right now, during Ram Truck Month, well-qualified current FCA lessees can lease the 2025 Ram 1500 Bighorn Quad Cab for $369 a month. See your South Florida Ram dealer today.
Now, 7 Weather with
Chief Meteorologist, Phil Farrell.
Hi, good evening, everyone. So this morning we woke up with temperatures in the 60-degree range, and then in the afternoon the high went all the way up to 79 in Key West, 1 degree shy of typical, 85 in Miami, that was above average, and Fort Lauderdale also with 85, and you too were above what is typical for this time of year. Right now, partly cloudy skies, 73 in Miami and Fort Lauderdale, 75 in both Key West and Pembroke Pines. The pressure steady, the wind at around 9 to 15 miles per hour, the humidity at 66%. The storm tracker is showing that we are dry. There's a front making its way across the area right now. Earlier, it dropped some rain across the west coast, but it has fizzled out. We are going to see some cooler overnight temperatures, but no rain, and we do need some desperately. So there is the front. As you can see, some clouds, but no rainfall. It'll turn breezy and cooler overnight, and then by tomorrow, plenty of sunshine. The highs will be running below what is average for this time of year. Now, by Saturday, that high splits into two, extending all the way out into the Atlantic waters, but we are going to remain here rain-free with plenty of sunshine. Let's take a look at the marine forecast. Small craft advisory in place. There is the potential for some smoke across the southern end of Biscayne Bay, and there's a high risk for rip currents. Biscayne Bay will be choppy. Now, the Florida Keys are looking at an advisory as well. 20-knot winds, seas anywhere between 2 to 6 to 8. Inside the reef, beyond the reef, as high as 9 feet. Now we're looking at high tide as the next change. Fort Lauderdale 121, Miami 150, and almost 4 a.m. for the Keys. So overnight, partly cloudy. The lows will be dropping into the mid to upper 50s for Miami and Fort Lauderdale, low 60s for the Keys, and the breeze at times as strong as 25 miles per hour. And then by tomorrow, plenty of sunshine. There may be a little haze down by the upper Keys. A brush fire watch is in place for the Tri-County area, and those highs will be in the low to mid 70s. And then in your extended outlook, still another cool start for Saturday. Then we gradually warm up into the mid 80s for Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday before coming back down to typical for Thursday. That's your 7 on 7 forecast.
A Miami-Dade Marine has been awarded a prestigious honor at her military base.
The night team's Heather Walker shines the 7 spotlight on her service.
Meet Marine Corporal Stephanie Osorio.
I am an ammunition technician with 2nd Combat Readiness Regiment.
That's her official rank and job title. This is the more informal way she's described.
She is a badass. Yes, I would definitely define her as that.
And her mother isn't the only one who calls this 20-year-old a badass.
So everyone in my family calls me that. I am the first one to enlist at all in my family. So seeing my accomplishments, that's the word that they use.
Corporal Osorio's latest accomplishment is a big one.
Marine to be awarded. Stand terror. March.
Last month at Camp Lejeune in North Carolina, she was named Marine of the Year in her unit. More than 12,000 Marines were eligible for the honor.
Corporal Osorio's initiative, perseverance, and steadfast commitment to duty reflected credit upon herself and upheld the highest traditions of the Marine Corps and the United States Naval Service.
I felt proud because of all the hard work I put in. I realized that I made my superiors very proud.
And as you can imagine, so was her mom.
She puts 150% in everything that she does. She loves the Marine Corps.
I knew I wanted that physical high standard that the Marine Corps holds.
The corporal told us she wakes up most days around 3:30 a.m. to hit the gym. After that, she leads a team of Marines who manage the ammunition for training that involves live fire.
A lot of what you see on movies that go big and bang, and what everyone thinks the Marine Corps is about.
Corporal Osorio's passion for service started early in South Florida.
She had it in her since very little that she wanted to follow law enforcement. She was in high school. She went to a memorial for veterans, and when she came back, she said, I have made up my mind and I want to go and serve my country.
Stephanie is a graduate of Coral Reef Senior High School. She was a Silver Knight nominee and a standout athlete in multiple sports.
I played softball, basketball, flag football, and wrestling. Everyone knowing that, oh, if I wasn't at school, I was doing some sports event.
All right! She still plays softball and is trying to earn a spot on the All-Marine softball team. As for what the future holds for this young Marine,
as of right now, I do want to stay in the Marine Corps. My plan and my goals is to become a commissioned officer.
What she won't be doing is stopping.
Keep going, keep going.
Heather Walker, 7 News.
Wow.
Yeah, well,
tired just watching all that.
No kidding. Man.
Congrats.
Yeah.
Still ahead here tonight, step into a real life board game.
So inside, Clue, a walking mystery.
7 Spotlight is brought to you by FPL.
There's something about the people of Florida that makes us go the extra mile. Do our part, big or small. At FPL, we're working every single day to ensure you have electricity you can count on, using cost-effective, diverse energy sources to deliver reliable electricity while keeping bills as low as possible. We're honored to serve Florida for 100 years. FPL, working for you every single day.
Hurry in for a great deal on the most awarded SUV brand, Jeep. There's only one. Right now, during the Jeep Celebration event, well-qualified current FCA lessees can lease the 2025 Jeep Grand Cherokee L for $379 a month. See your South Florida Jeep Grand dealer today.
Style a world of possibilities during City's spring sale. And right now, we're giving you up to 20% off, plus 60-month special financing, only for a limited time. City Furniture, designed for love.
This spring, Palmetto 57 Nissan is turning up the heat during the Nissan Now sales event. Drive Nissan cars as low as $89 a month. Drive Nissan SUVs as low as $119 a month. Plus, get 0% APR or $23.75 loyalty cash on your next Nissan for current Nissan owners. With these huge savings, there's never been a better time to drive your dream car. And with our service center open 7 days a week, you'll always stay on the move. Don't wait. Save now. Rush into Palmetto 57 Nissan now and seize the deals.
At Palmetto 57 Nissan, we make it easy.
Hurry in for a great deal on the most awarded SUV brand, Jeep. There's only one. Right now, during the Jeep Celebration event, well-qualified current FCA lessees can lease the 2025 Jeep Grand Cherokee L for $379 a month. See your South Florida Jeep Grand dealer today.
Morning after morning, Most Watch News. Night after night, Most Watch News. This is South Florida's Most Watch News. 7 Most Watch News. 7 News.
Are you a whiz at escape rooms, an aspiring detective, or simply a fan of the timeless Clue board game, Clue?
We've cracked the case of your weekend plans with Clue, a walking mystery. My team's Alex Miranda tells us all about it in SoFlo Fun.
Feeling old-timey? I love these babies. I don't know, they take me back in time.
Yeah,
and so does
cool.
Clue. Hi.
Hi.
Does this tour make you feel fancy?
It makes me feel so fancy.
A lot of people love the game.
Sometimes I did great, sometimes I was way off.
A lot of people love the movie.
Flames. Flames.
But now you can live both at Clue, a walking mystery. How does it work?
It's really cool. It's as if the murder of the board game was never solved, and furniture from each of the 9 rooms have been auctioned off and conveniently scattered throughout downtown Fort Lauderdale. Players arrive at the Broward Center for the Performing Arts. They meet the butler.
Mr. Body Black was found dead on the floor of his own mansion.
We visit a few places around the center, and then we go down to Las Olas. Each location they go to, they solve a puzzle within the piece of furniture that will help them eliminate a suspect, a weapon, or a room. They'll also meet you at the end of the experience to help you solve the crime.
It's basically one big escape room.
I'm starting to feel that
the attendees are a little sus. Which tool would you kill someone with if you were a character in the game?
I would use the dagger.
The lead pipe.
The candlestick. It's sophisticated and classy.
That's it, Kevin. It was a joke. Why'd you answer that question? Who is this guy? What about you?
I think I'd use the wrench. My dad usually does all of the handiwork around the house, so no one would expect me.
Now that's some good thinking. That's the kind of thinking that we need. Bring comfortable shoes.
It probably takes around 2 to 2.5 hours. Anyone can play it. It's great for families.
And an appetite for murder. Kidding.
It's not a race. Have lunch, have a drink. We offer incentive discounts to kind of patronize the locations that are a part of the hunt.
Including Hoffman's Chocolates.
But you need to know the secret word.
Is it?
How did you know? You are correct. So 2 scoops of ice cream coming right up.
Yummy. Red like blood. People really get into it.
They weren't only looking at that one clock.
Time of death is not relevant to time of getting shot.
All right, you can't read. I hated her so much. It flames on the side of my face.
Tickets start at $39.
If you want to know who killed Mr. Body, I did. In the hall. With the revolver.
And these amateur detectives are in the final stop at the Riverside Hotel. They may have just cracked the case. If you want to give it a try, head to our website, WSVN.com, and click on links mentioned. In Fort Lauderdale, Alex Miranda, 7 News 19.
Okay, Alex. It does look fun.
He's into it.
Yeah, he is. He's always into his work. Up next here, the Canes get crushed as they take on a tough series against the rival Seminoles.
And the Panthers try to win a thriller on the road against the Blue Jackets. Josh is here with all the highlights next.
Touches of black. They stand for elegance, refinement. They make you see everything in a new light. Get 1.9% APR for up to 60 months on the purchase of select new 2025 Sportage and 2025 Sorrento models.
Show your home some springtime love during the Bears Spring Fling Sale. Save 40% plus an extra 10% off store-wide, including bedrooms, living rooms, dining rooms, and more. Get great spring values and designs like this coastal-style dining table for $13.98 or this sophisticated queen bed for only $9.98. Plus, save 10% on brands that rarely go on sale, like American Leather Comfort Sleepers, sofa beds that cradle your guests in infinite comfort. Save store-wide at the Spring Fling Sale, exclusively yours at Bears.
The Hard Rock Bet Battle of the Bets. $250K on the line every day.
Time to pick a side. Favorites, underdogs.
New York.
Tampa.
I don't know what to do. Just pick a side.
Hard Rock Bet Battle of the Bets. Pick a side for $1. Win your share of $250K or more.
Get our biggest deals of the year at Brickell Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram, South Florida's fastest growing dealer and the #1 EV dealer in the country. New Jeep Grand Cherokee Laredo, lease for just $249 a month during Jeep Celebration event. New Wrangler up to $18,000 off. New Ram 1500, only $259 a month during Ram Truck Month. Found a better deal? Doubt it. We'll beat any deal guaranteed, or we'll give you $10 grand. These deals are going fast. Act now at Brickell Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram.
Lease the new 2025 K4 LXS for $209 a month.
Time and Temperature is brought to you by Headquarter Toyota.
with Josh Moser.
What's up, everybody? Good evening. We are officially in the final month of the NHL regular season. The Panthers currently sitting atop the Atlantic Division in Columbus for a meet against the Blue Jackets tonight. First period, it was a chippy contest. The Panthers very protective of goaltender Sergei Bobrovsky, and Columbus not wanting to get pushed around in their own house by the reigning Stanley Cup champs. When it finally settled down, Bob keeping the Cats in the game in the second. 25 saves for the $10 million per year man in between the pipes. We'd go scoreless into overtime, and the captain Alexander Barkov ending it, a crucial 2 points earned in the 1-0 overtime shutout win.
We're also in the battle, so it's not over for us at all. So we need to get there as well, and we need to change the mindset a little bit that we need to win games as well and battle for the playoffs as well. So I think we were desperate today, and we wanted to win, and we got the win.
Eric Spoelstra and the Heat in the worst funk of his Miami head coaching tenure. It's a 9-game losing streak. Right now, this team needing answers badly. Cade Cunningham taking the air out of the Kaseya Center Wednesday night, tied at 113. The Pistons all-star firing from the top of the key and just banks home the game winner. Just demoralizing for the Heat. Miami just can't get off the schneid.
And you just have to find more resolve. We're all getting tested in so many different ways that we do not want to get tested. But there can be a beauty in that if we just continue to stay stubborn. And, you know, this group just rallies around each other and rallies their spirits around the next challenge, the next game.
The opening round of the NCAA tournament underway. The biggest upset, McNeese State knocking off Clemson in the 12-5 matchup. Drake winners over Missouri in the 11-6 pairing. Will we have a Cinderella team this year? We'll find out. Wisconsin and Montana meeting in the 3-14 pairing. The Badgers expected to make a deep run. Wisco, a very balanced team, had 5 players scoring double figures. They'll get BYU in the round of 32. Houston is also moving on. The Cougars, the top seed in the Midwest region. UH rolls Southern Illinois University Edwardsville. It's Gonzaga who handled Georgia in the 8-9 pairing in the next round. And how cool is this? Columbus High School retiring the Boozer Brothers jerseys in front of the student body today. Caden and Cameron both following Dad Carlos's footsteps by committing to Duke. Duquesne's head coach Jay Lucas recruiting him. Come on, coach, flip him to Miami. Just an awesome moment today for the family. And we're officially less than 1 week away from Marlins opening day. However, still warm-up baseball to discuss. Marlins Astros this afternoon. Houston leading 1-0 in the 7th. Pick it up top of the frame. Jake Myers jumping all over this breaking ball. It is out to left in a hurry. The 2-run shot makes it 3-0 Stros. A sub $50 million payroll is the lowest in baseball, and results no doubt matching in this one. Marlins get smoked 11-0. Luckily, this team still has Sandy Alcantara, at least for now. College baseball, Canes hosting 5th-ranked Florida State, in the dugout's body language, an indicator of how this game would go. Bottom 3 trailing 3-0. Fabio Peralta providing a life for UM. Hanging breaking ball crushed to right for a solo shot. That made it a 3-1 affair. However, from there, it was all Seminoles. 20 new players on this Canes roster. Miami needs to figure out how to come together. Canes shellacked. 14-1 is the final. Second round of the Miami Open. Women's singles taking over the stadium court this afternoon. Aryna Sabalenka, the top-ranked player in the world, taking on Victoria Tomava. And this all Sabalenka cruises to a 6-3 opening set win. Then blanks Tomava in the second set. The favorite to win advancing with ease into the round of 32. All right, that's your look at sports. We got to pay some bills with this commercial break. Craig and Belkis are back after this.
Before you make your next payment, see the savings Estrella Insurance offers. Get a quote today.
The best cars for the money are Hondas. Honda cars, SUVs, and vans from just $259 a month. Drive the best from just $259 a month. Search your local Honda dealer today.
El Dorado Furniture's spring mattress sale is better than ever. Save hundreds on top mattress brands. Plus, combine with any bed to get an extra $100 off. Shop now, online, and at all El Dorado Furniture showrooms.
Current owners and lessees of an eligible competitive luxury brand vehicle get this low mileage lease on this 2025 Cadillac Lyriq Luxury One for around $499 per month.
Okay, y'all, we got 10 orders coming in.
Starting a business is never easy, but starting at 8 months pregnant, that's a different story. I couldn't slow down. We were starting a business from the ground up. People were showing up left and right, and so did our business needs. The Chase e-card made it easy. When you go for something big like this, your kids see that, and they believe they can do the same.
Earn unlimited 1.5% cash back on every purchase with the Chase Inc. Business Unlimited card from Chase for Business. Make more of what's yours.
Consumer Reports ranks car brands on more than 50 road tests, reliability surveys, owner satisfaction surveys, and safety ratings from IIHS. And for 2025, Consumer Reports' most reliable automotive brand is Subaru. It's no surprise they also named Subaru the best overall automotive brand.
Get 2.9% APR financing for 72 months on a new Outback during the Subaru A Lot to Love event.
Bad back? Get Good Feet with a personalized arch support system from the Good Feet store. Clinically proven to provide significant pain relief in only 4 weeks. Good Feet, good life. The Good Feet store. Book your free fitting at goodfeet.com.
Choose from CR-V, Civic, and Accord hybrids. Save thousands with 2.99% financing and get 614 miles of continuous driving. To get the best hybrids, search your local Honda dealer today.
That's a wrap for us here, First at 10. Ciao, ciao. I'm Belkis Naray.
Craig Stevens, stay tuned. 7 News at 11 is next.
This spring, speed returns to South Florida, where high octane meets the high banks. NASCAR weekend at Homestead Miami Speedway. Get your tickets now at homesteadmiamispeedway.com.
Exceptional offers at your local Audi dealer.
What do our real clients say about Steiger, Green & Finer?
Steiger, Green & Finer won my case and it got me $270,000.
It was a really fast process. It set up retirement.
Steiger, Green & Finer got me a settlement which was completely life-changing and one of the biggest blessings I could ever wish for.
Steiger, Green & Finer got me $300,000 for my case. Gracias, Steiger, Green & Finer.
Steiger, Green & Finer, 800-561-1111.
Step into a world of thoughtful consideration. Engines are fired up. Everything you need is within reach. We even put on your favorite song. This is your invitation to step into Lexus. Get offers on select models at the Invitation to Lexus sales event.
Get special offers on select Lexus IS models.
If you're looking for unmatched style, performance, and luxury, it's the Invitation to Lexus sales event at JM Lexus. Save up to $2,000 with no dealer fee. We have an A+ rating from the Better Business Bureau, a nearly perfect Google rating with over 21,000 customer reviews, and we're a J.D. Power Dealer of Excellence, plus a Cars.com Dealer of the Year. Don't miss your invitation to amazing.
When you think Lexus, think JM Lexus.
This spring, speed returns to South Florida, where high octane meets the high banks. NASCAR weekend at Homestead Miami Speedway. Get your tickets now at homesteadmiamispeedway.com.
Now, on the 19th, the battle to contain a brush fire that scorched thousands of acres rages on. But for now, there's no end in sight.
Winds of change are shifting once more, pushing all that smoke we saw today to the south. Plus, another cool night in store. We've got 19 coverage.
Surveillance video captures a horrifying hit that took a woman's life and left her husband fighting for his. The alleged drunk driver behind bars. Triple tragedy after police discover the bodies of 3 people inside a South Florida home.
And tonight, a supermarket employee is sucker punched in an alarming attack. Late details next.
This is 7 News at 11.
Smoky skies over South Florida again today as crews fight to contain a growing brush fire in South Miami-Dade. Hello and welcome, everyone. After days of this fierce firefight, there's still no end in sight.
Our team's Gail Levy has a look at how crews and many frustrated drivers spent their day.
The South Miami-Dade blaze continues on. This view from 7 Skyforce showing us some of the latest in the firefight.
This is a plume of smoke that we've been following. They were following it on radar. They were following it on satellite.
Underneath that plume, tens of thousands of acres of charred land. Drivers getting a close-up view of the intense fight as helicopters continue to drop more water on the fierce flames. Florida Forest Service says more help is on the way.
We ordered a couple of strike teams of engines from Central and North Florida.
But Ludi Bond with the Forest Service says what makes this fire so challenging is the winds constantly changing.
We've had northeast and then southwest, and then it's going to move again.
That's just one of the many battles helicopter pilots have to fight as well.
Smoke in the area, decreased visibility, other units operating in the area, congested flight paths, other aircraft that we have to watch out for.
And drivers have had to watch out for each other on congested roads.
All these cars that you see here on US 1 going into the Keys there were all parked at the gas stations and the Waffle House.
US 1 shut down for many hours due to smoky conditions. But around 5:30 p.m., the road opening back up, allowing people to ease down the 18-mile stretch toward the Keys.
It hasn't been that bad running into traffic here and there. Obviously, we see the fire on the side of the road, but it hasn't been bad.
Despite the large area burning, no homes or businesses are in danger, but crews battling the blaze are still asking people to prepare for the worst.
Now is the time in these windy, dry conditions. Clean combustibles, move them away from your house, clean off your gutters and roofs, and stay tuned to your county's alert system.
The NASCAR Cup Series event at the Homestead Speedway is still going on as scheduled, but now the Florida Forest Service is asking folks to not fly their drones in or around the smoke and the flames as it impacts their ability to fight the fire. In Florida City, Gail Levy, 7 News 19.
Well, winds pushed smoke into the metro areas today, but a front appears ready to blow it away tomorrow, or maybe it's already happening. Let's check in with Chief Meteorologist Phil Farrow. 19 coverage continues at the Weather Center. Phil.
Indeed. Let's take a look at the smoke right now, basically making its way into Biscayne Bay and as far east as Bimini and Grand Bahama Island. But after the passage of a front tonight, by tomorrow, the winds coming out of the north will be pushing the smoke up into the upper Keys. That won't last long, though, because by the evening, the winds shift once again, and they'll be heading then into inner portions of Miami-Dade County, mainland Monroe, and maybe as far west as Marco Island. Now, as we look at our alerts, the brush fire warning that was in place, that was canceled and replaced with a brush fire watch for the Tri-County area until 7 p.m. tomorrow. Now, this means instead of conditions being present for more fires to erupt like we had with a warning, with a watch means that those conditions may turn favorable for fire behavior to ensue. So please avoid any outdoor burning, tossing lit cigarettes, or idling over dry grass. We need some rain. Will we get some? We're going to take a look at that a little bit later on in weather.
Well, smoke, as we mentioned, from the fire has been reaching communities miles away from the actual flames.
Our night team coverage continues now with Joe Rotes. He's in Miami.
A beautiful, breezy night in Miami, bringing out the crowds, and some are sensing a difference.
Honestly, like a little bit. Yeah, I could tell a difference.
I heard about it.
A burning smell, and it's not the fire dancer by Biscayne Bay, but rather A fire raging out of control miles away in South Miami-Dade, sending ashes drifting through parts of South Florida. As the winds continue shifting, smoke has been sent north.
I do smell the smoke.
Near Kendall, there isn't just smog in the air, but ash falling onto cars. Faint, but you can see some of it on this window.
See white things in the air.
Closer to Homestead, the smoke is unavoidable. Fire crews are hard at work putting out those flames. Iris Sima Guzman, who lives in Pinecrest, says she's been trying to avoid that smoke wafting through her neighborhood.
It's bad. Everyone is getting sick.
So what can you do to lessen the effects?
A nice filter, a fresh filter, will help filter those particulates that have entered or may enter the household.
Dr. Carlos Peña Herrera, a physician at Baptist Health, adds wearing a mask, like many did during COVID, can come in handy.
Simple masks and N95 masks are a great barrier to help protect our airways from that particulate that we would be exposed to in the outdoor setting.
When running your air conditioner in your home or your car, set it to recirculate mode to help keep the smoke out.
Hope it doesn't get to my house.
And the easiest thing to do, the doctor says, if you are sensitive to smoke, simply stay indoors, stay hydrated, and keep the windows closed. Reporting from Miami, Joe Rotes, 7 News 19. All new here at 11 o'clock, an alarming attack outside a supermarket. An employee sucker punched by a stranger. The night team's Sheldon Fox is in Miami Gardens with details.
Who's the coward at the price choice in Miami Gardens? It's what Miami Gardens cops are trying to find out right now, and this is what we're referring to. This happened just a few days ago, last Saturday. And while collecting shopping carts, you see this employee bringing them in to the front of the store. He was socked in the face, sucker punched by the guy in the gray hooded sweatshirt. Here's a more zoomed in angle. 67-year-old Miami Gardens Price Choice employee Carlton Samuels takes a right-hand haymaker right to the face while on the job. He and the shopping carts go down, and the bad guy, he got going. Here's the good news. Samuels is tough, back on the job and talking to 7 News.
What happened? You were putting the carts up?
Yes, I put in the carts and he come and give me 1 lick and run off.
You ever seen him before?
Yes, I know him. When time he come here, I know him.
Oh, you know he comes here often?
Yes, he come here.
What made him do that? Do you know?
I don't know what made him do that. He hit me here.
Where did he hit you? In the head?
Yeah, here.
You have a mark? Yeah, I see a mark on there.
Yeah.
But as long as you're okay?
Yes, I'm okay.
This is the guy?
Yes, this is the guy.
Here's where it happened, the Price Choice on the 15th of this month, so last Saturday, just before 9 o'clock at the supermarket at 1835 Northwest 27th Avenue. Anybody with information on this one, urged to call Miami Gardens cops or Crime Stoppers. We're in Miami Gardens. Sheldon Fox, 7 News Night Team.
Now, the night team's surveillance video shows a deadly drive that killed a woman and left her husband fighting for his life. The driver took off. Now, investigators say they have her behind bars. The night team's Nicole Ensalada reports from Pompano Beach.
Friday night, March 7th, the corner of East Atlantic Boulevard and North Pompano Beach Boulevard. Folks out walking, a crowd lingers in front of the pub on the corner. At the top of your screen, you see headlights. It's a pickup headed north. And down at the bottom, Sal and Patricia Marciante. They're walking arm in arm across the street. Both in their 70s, they've been married 54 years. It almost made it across as the truck continues north. But then it turns and appears to speed up, and they are hit.
Very fast. I mean, I believe that police officers didn't even have the chance to follow them up because she was gone all of a sudden.
It appears she even runs over the victims after hitting them, and you can see that Tacoma drive away. Deputies say they located the driver, Ashley Nicole Bowman, shortly afterward. But back on the corner, the video shows bystanders rushing to help, even diverting traffic, as they gathered around Sal Marciante, who'd fallen closer to the median, and Patricia, still in the roadway. Some helping simply by using their cell phone lights before paramedics arrived. Sal would survive, his wife would not. Investigators say Ashley Bowman was drunk.
When you see somebody doesn't take responsibility for their actions, that's difficult.
In the days following the crash, Sal, with a brain bleed and broken bones, did not know his wife had died.
She ran over a human being twice.
His brother Antonio appeared in court to argue Bowman needs to stay in jail while awaiting trial. The video shows the Tacoma heading west after the impact, and deputies found her just a few miles away.
Based on your interactions with her, do you believe that the woman was impaired by alcohol?
Yes. In just a few days, 2 weeks after this moment that her brother-in-law says destroyed a family, Patricia Marciante's loved ones will say their final goodbyes.
She was just an incredible person. A mother, grandmother, my brother's best friend. They're inseparable.
And services for Patricia are expected to happen Sunday and Monday, and her husband is expected to have yet another surgical procedure next week. Reporting in Pompano Beach, Nicole Ensalada, 7 News 19. A woman and a small child are safe after a watery wreck. BSO and fire rescue called to Lauderdale Lakes to a canal there behind a Walmart at North State Road 7 and West Oakland Park Boulevard after a sedan ended up in the canal. An off-duty deputy working at the store dove in and got them both out. The car was eventually hoisted out of the water. The 2 victims in the car were shaken up, but they weren't hurt. And that deputy did suffer some minor injuries and was taken to the hospital. A fire breaking out inside a warehouse along Northwest 37th Avenue near 42nd Street in Northwest Miami-Dade. Crews cut through the door to tackle the flames. No injuries were reported. Investigators are looking into how it started.
A man accused of a sickening crime at a Brickell apartment complex is under arrest. 21-year-old Ismael Alberto is charged with indecent exposure, battery, burglary, and stalking. Police say he exposed himself to 2 women at Maison Brickell earlier in the month. Weeks later, they say he attacked a woman out walking her dog.
Still ahead here tonight, a shocking discovery inside a South Florida home.
And now police are investigating a triple tragedy.
Hourly forecasts, live radar, and the 7 Weather blog. Tap the 7 Weather app. Just search WSVN in your app store. Sponsored by Estrella Insurance.
Get ready for amazing Toyota deals. Get set to save thousands. You asked for it. You got it at Doral Toyota. Save up to $5,000 off TSRP on select models. The Ready, Set, Go event is on all month long. DoralToyota.com.
El Dorado Furniture's spring mattress sale is better than ever. Save hundreds on top mattress brands. Plus, combine with any bed to get an extra $100 off. Shop now, online, and at all El Dorado Furniture showrooms.
AutoNation Chevy gets it. Your life is constantly on the move. That's why we do our part to keep you on the go. Drive a Silverado with $20,000 off or no payments till July. Go to AutoNation Chevy today.
Bye-bye cough.
Later chest congestion. Hello, 12 hours of relief.
12 hours? Not coughing? Hashtag still not coughing?
Mucin XDM gives you 12 hours of relief from chest congestion and any type of cough, day or night. Mucin XDM. It's comeback season.
Pain means pause on the things you love, but green means go. Among neck pain sufferers, BioFreeze gel was found to be 2 times more effective than ice. So you can keep on going. BioFreeze. Green means go.
Chevy makes affordable vehicles that help you enjoy life. Get more for less in the Chevy Trax. Maximize every mile in the all-electric Equinox. And power through with the capable Colorado. Enjoy endless possibilities and your new Chevy. Qualified lessees can get this Equinox EV for around $319 a month. Plus, current eligible Costco members can get up to $12.50 member-only incentive.
Get ready for amazing Toyota deals. Get set to save thousands. You asked for it. You got it at Doral Toyota. Save up to $5,000 off TSRP on select models. The Ready, Set, Go event is on all month long. DoralToyota.com.
A welfare check turns into horror at home, revealing a tragic scene. Investigators say a man shot and killed his wife and son before turning the gun on himself.
The Night Team's Maricela Burgos in Pompano Beach with this family tragedy.
It's shocking. I don't understand it. I hope we can make sense of it.
Anita Horton has known the Sheridan family for more than 30 years. On Thursday, she left flowers on their front lawn, remembering the family she knew, not what deputies say tragically happened inside their home.
I want them to be remembered as wonderful, kind, Christian people.
Authorities say 80-year-old James Sheridan shot and killed his wife and son before turning the gun on himself.
That's what they're saying now, and it doesn't make sense to me. I don't understand why.
Neighbors say the family had been renting their Pompano Beach home for about a year.
He was very friendly, and no indication whatsoever that he would be capable of something like that at all. So, just a shock.
Broward County investigators responded to the home to do a welfare check Wednesday night. They say they became worried when they saw 2 cars parked in the driveway and mail spilling out of the mailbox. When no one answered the front door, they forced their way inside and found 3 people dead.
Who knows what happened in there, but obviously he needed help, and no one really knew that he needed some sort of help. So you never know what's going on in someone's head, what's going on in their life.
Neighbors say they hadn't seen the family for about a week. They want to know what led up to the double murder-suicide. Friends want those answers as well.
I just want people to know that she was one of the most amazing people. She had the biggest heart, and we're going to miss her.
We're still waiting for more information from investigators. Deputies with the Broward County Sheriff's Office are still investigating this double murder-suicide. Reporting from Pompano Beach, Maricela Burgos, 7 News 19.
Well, weather's coming up in a moment, and some cooler temperatures are evidently on the way. It'll bring us a little bit of a break from the heat.
How long is this going to last, Phil?
Well, the cooler weather will stick around in the mornings for a couple of days, but we could use some rainfall. Typical rain chances hover between 10 to 30%. Will be dry through Sunday. Then we spike a little bit on Tuesday with a 30% chance for showers. We'll have a lot more coming up in just a few minutes.
Everybody likes choices. Ford F-150 gives you plenty to pick from. Choose from the towing power of gas, hybrid versatility, or the unmatched capability of the all-electric F-150 Lightning. The choice and the power is all yours.
Now lease a 2024 Ford F-150 for just $266 a month. Only at your local Ford dealer.
Ford F-150, perfect for South Florida.
Fast and reliable solutions from Comcast Business can help turn your business into a reliably up and running, cyber securing, performance boosting, storm preparing, reliably connected modern business. Powering the engine of modern business, powering possibilities.
Get started for $69 a month for 24 months and ask how to get free installation. Plus, find out how to get a $500 prepaid card on a qualifying gig bundle. Call today.
Looking to bring island-inspired luxury into your home? At Bears Furniture, we guarantee the lowest prices on Tommy Bahama Home and Lexington Home brands. But hurry, beat the price increase. As the world's largest retailer of Tommy Bahama Home, Bears has an unmatched selection ready for immediate delivery. Enjoy 5-star customer service and white glove delivery because your dream home deserves the best. Visit Bears Furniture today, where style, service, and savings come together. Exclusively yours at Bears.
Step into an electrifying world of choice. The road is wide open. Everything you need to move through your world, your way, is ready and waiting. This is your invitation to step into Lexus. Get offers on select models at the Invitation to Lexus sales event.
Get special offers on select Lexus ES models.
Now, 7 weather with Chief Meteorologist Phil Farrell.
And good evening, everyone. So this morning we had lows in the low 60s across Miami and Fort Lauderdale, mid 60s for Key West. And then a high of 79 here, 1 degree shy of what's typical. Above average in Miami with 85, and the same in Fort Lauderdale. Presently, under partly cloudy skies, temperatures are in the low to mid 70s. The pressure is rising, the wind out of the southwest, and the humidity at 73%. The storm tracker is showing that we do not have what we need, and that is some shower activity. We are very dry here across South Florida, and now our next best chance of some rainfall will be next week. We had a front move over us today and brought some showers across Tampa, but for us, it dried out before it got here. Now the front will continue to slide on south. It'll bring us a cool overnight and morning, and then by the afternoon it'll be very nice and pleasant with highs below what is typical for this time of year. And then for the first half of the weekend, that high splits into two. It'll remain dry here. This is the front that, if it holds on, could bring us a few showers by Tuesday. Here's the marine forecast. Small craft advisory, high risk of rip currents, the potential for some smoke still for the southern end of Biscayne Bay. The seas there will be choppy. Meanwhile, for you throughout the Florida Keys, a small craft advisory has been issued due to the wind and seas, and coastal waters will be rough, especially in the morning. Now, your next tide change, we're looking at high tide, 1 o'clock hour, both Fort Lauderdale and Miami, almost 4 a.m. for the Keys. So overnight, partly cloudy. The lows will be in the 50s, 56 in Fort Lauderdale, 57 in Miami, low 60s for the Keys, and breezy. And then by tomorrow, plenty of sunshine. We are now under a brush fire watch. Highs will be nice in the low to mid 70s. And here is your extended outlook. Another beautiful day on Saturday with morning lows in the 50s. After that, we start to warm up back into almost the mid 80s Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday before returning to typical values. That's your 7 on 7 forecast.
All right, thank you, Phil.
Well, still to come here. Up next at 11, we're talking sports.
Panthers look to bring home the overtime win on the road. Josh is along next.
For hourly forecasts, live radar, and the 7 Weather blog, tap the 7 Weather app. Just search WSVN in your app store. Sponsored by Estrella Insurance. Anytime, anywhere, the news station is there.
Reporting in Jerusalem, in Washington, D.C.,
in Wisconsin,
Indianapolis, up north to Canada.
We go the distance. 7 News.
Hurry into the Nissan Now sales event to save on an award-winning new Nissan, like Kicks, J.D. Power's most dependable small SUV, Sentra, a Consumer Reports top pick, and Rogue, a Consumer Guide Best Buy 11 years in a row. All for under $30,000 at the Nissan Now sales event. Now get a low $249 per month lease or get 2.9% APR financing for 60 months on Rogue.
This is the big one. It's the Rooms to Go anniversary sale. And we're turning every room into a reason to celebrate. Living rooms, bedrooms, and dining rooms at special anniversary sale prices. So stop waiting and start saving. A celebration this big happens only once a year. It's the Rooms to Go anniversary sale, going on now.
Are you paying too much for your property insurance?
Maybe it's time for an evaluation in your property by a certified home inspector. Did you know that the insurance inspection can lower your premium while protecting your home?
Stop overpaying for insurance and start saving today.
To me, Harlem is home. But home is also your body.
Last one, everyone.
I asked myself, why doesn't Pilates exist in Harlem? So I started my own studio. Getting a brick and mortar in New York is not easy. Chase Inc. has supported us from Studio 1 to Studio 3. When you start small, you need some big help, and Chase Inc. was that for me.
Earn up to 5% cash back on business essentials with the Chase Inc. Business Cash Card from Chase for Business. Make more of what's yours.
Who wins when the Toyota RAV4 and Honda CR-V compete with the Subaru Forester? 96% of Forester vehicles sold in the last 10 years are still on the road today. That's more than the RAV4 or CR-V. The 2025 Forester is also an IIHS Top Safety Pick Plus. That's better than the RAV4 and CR-V. It also holds its value better than any other SUV in its class, according to J.D. Power.
Get 4.9% APR financing for 72 months on a new Forester during the Subaru A Lot to Love event.
If you've been injured in a car accident, call Pound Law from your cell phone. Morgan & Morgan.
Time now for 7 Sports with Josh Moser.
Hi, everybody. We are officially in the final month of the NHL regular season. The Panthers currently sitting atop the Atlantic Division in Columbus for a meeting against the Blue Jackets. First period, give me a little Ozzy. Both teams on the crazy train. Panthers very protective of goaltender Sergei Bobrovsky. Columbus not one to get pushed around in their own house by the reigning Stanley Cup champs. When it finally settled down, Bob keeping the Cats in the game. 25 saves for the $10 million per year man in between the pipes. And we'd go scoreless into overtime. The captain, Alexander Barkov, ending it a crucial 2 points, earning the 1-0 shutout.
I like the fact that we've been able to play in tight games. I've been saying that for 2 months. I think we've, even in the 2 we lost last week, they're pretty tight in the third. So to come out with a win after losing 2 is important.
We know you've got a basketball, Jones. The NCAA tournament underway. The biggest upset so far. McNeese State over Clemson in the 5-12 matchup. 11-seeded Drake also bouncing the 6-seed Missouri. Another upset in the 8-9 game. Creighton all over Louisville. What's going on with the ACC? The Blue Jays dominating 89-75. They'll play top-seeded Auburn in the round of 32. Excuse me. That's because the Tigers were all over Alabama State. Remember, they were the team that beat St. Francis on that Hail Mary in the first 4. The 1-16 matchup rarely ever close. It's a 20-point blowout win for the Tigers. Let's go to soccer. CONCACAF Nations League semifinals, USA and Panama. 94th minute injury time. The Panamanian sub, Cecilia Waterman, eliminating the U.S., then leaps onto the TV set and starts chirping at legend Thierry Henry. Former U.S. striker Clint Dempsey wants no part of this. This is the worst loss under Mauricio Pochettino. USA loses 1-0, underachieving yet again. So hopefully they will figure it out. The same with the Heat. They've been struggling too. That's your look at sports. Let's go back to Belkis and Craig.
Thank you, Jay.
And that's it. That's 7 News at 11. We just gave Josh a nickname, Jay. You like that? Ciao, ciao, and Belkis Nure.
Craig Stevens, good night, and thanks for watching.
The future of healthcare is here. Broward Health.
I was at a stoplight and I was rear-ended by a driver who was under the influence. Within 30 days, they had me a settlement for $300,000.
Injured in a car accident? Call us now.
800-561-1111.
Hurry into your local Acura dealer for the Spring Into Performance event going on now.
Men, this is Jeff for the Atlantic Men's Clinic, and you've heard me talk a lot about how treating low testosterone can improve your sleep, your workouts, your energy levels, and more. But today I want to talk to you about your sex drive, because low T can dramatically lower your desire for intimacy. And if you're in a relationship, a low sex drive could really be a problem. The good news is that if you're like most guys, treating your low T could really change the way you feel about sex, giving you back that flame and desire that's so important when you love someone. So stop dealing with a low libido and all the other symptoms of low T. Call the Atlantic Men's Clinic today.
Gold Coast Transmissions. If your transmission's slipping, get to Gold Coast Transmissions. From transmissions to complete auto care, Gold Coast is the largest, most professional and efficient in South Florida since 1992. 2 locations. Gold Coast Transmissions.
A luxury Mercedes-Benz experience doesn't start when you're driving or even when you first get behind the wheel. It starts here at your 6 South Florida Mercedes-Benz dealerships, where we treat you like you're our only customer. And with so many Mercedes-Benz to choose, you're sure to find yours, like a new 2025 Mercedes-Benz C300 sedan for just $469 a month. Start your luxury journey now at your 6 South Florida Mercedes-Benz dealerships.
Steiner, Green and Finer.
It was life-changing. Steiner, Green and Finer won $500,000 for my case.
Injured in a car accident? Call us now. 1-800-561-1111.
This is South Florida's Most Watched News. Most Watched News. Tonight on The Drive.